Okay guys, so this was the example that they had you solve. So we're just going to go through this really quickly just in case you missed it, and if you got it correct, awesome job. So this here, it gives us this triangle with an extension. It gives us the exterior angle, which is 115 degrees. Okay. And then again, we need to find the two remote interior angles. So that means the two angles opposite that. So the first angle is 54 degrees, but the second angle is x. And let me use a different color here. Oops. Okay, so 54 degrees and x. So our theorem states that these two exterior angles added together should equal the measure of the exterior angle. So we're going to plug this information into our equation. So again, this one should be the remote interior angle 1. In this case, this one's going to be 54 degrees. This should be the remote interior angle 2, the second one, which is x, and the exterior angle, which is 115. Okay, so now we need to solve for x. So I'm going to rewrite my equation. So my equation is 54 plus x equals 115 degrees. Now again, I want to get x by itself. So I'm going to draw my line down the equal sign, and again, we've been solving equations now for at least 2.5 weeks, so we should know how to solve for x. So I'm going to subtract this 54 from both sides. This is going to give me this 0 pair on the left, so I'm left with x equals, and now I just need to do the math. Oops. But again, I'm going to get my calculator to help me. So 115 minus 54 gives me 61 degrees. Okay, so this, and again, we want to plug this back in to ensure that our answer is correct. So I'm going to plug in 61. I'm going to plug this back into the equation. So 54 plus 61 should give me 115 if I solved it correctly. So my calculator, 54 plus 61. Yep. So this is 115 on this side of the equal sign and 115 on this side of the equal sign, which is correct. So the measure of angle x is 61 degrees. All right, now let's take it one step further. Let's look at the triangle given here. So again, we're still doing the same thing. Now we're just given less information. So first, again, our first steps first, we want to look at the question right here. So the question wants us to solve for x, and then it wants us to find angle REC. So we haven't talked about how to label angles. So just quickly, here's our triangle, and this is a point E, point R, C, and D. Now here, the exterior angle, which is what I want to find, is formed by C, E, and R, or if we can go backwards, REC. So this right here is our exterior angle. Also, again, remember the exterior angle has to be on the outside, and this one is the only one that's on the outside. So here, our exterior angle is given to us in the form of an expression, which is what we were working on yesterday as well with the triangle sum theorem. So our exterior angle is 4x plus 10, and our remote interior angles, one of them is 2x, the other, which is actually given to us, which is 70 degrees. So again, just like yesterday, I'm going to take my information, I'm going to plug it into the equation, and then I'm going to solve. So again, the equation should be the sum of both interior angles, so 2x plus 70 should equal the exterior angle, which is 4x plus 10. Okay, so now that I have my equation, now I can actually solve. So I'm going to rewrite my equation. 2x plus 70 equals 4x plus 10. Okay, now, again, I'm solving for x. So in this case, again, we want to get all the variables to one side and all the constants to one side. So in order to do that, we're going to use our inverse operations to help us solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. Alright, and this becomes 0 pairs, so I'm going to bring down the 70, which is right here. 70 now equals 4 minus 2 is 2, and the x stays the same, and plus 10 stays the same. Okay, so now I'm going to get all my constants. So now I have all the variables on the right. Now I'm going to get all the constants on the left. So to do that, I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. This becomes 0. So I'm left with 2x on the right equals 70 minus 10, which is 60. But again, I'm still not done. I still have this coefficient of 2, so I need to get rid of that. So the 2 and the x are held together by multiplication. So the inverse operation would be division. So I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. Okay, this becomes 1. So finally I have my x by itself equals, and 60 divided by 2 is 30. So my solution for x is 30. But just like yesterday, we're not done, guys. We have to plug our information back in to the angle, the exterior angle that we're actually looking for. So the exterior angle is 4x plus 10. But now that I know x, I can solve. 4, I'm going to plug in 30 for x plus 10. 4 times 30 is 120 plus 10 is 130 degrees. So my exterior angle, REC, equals 130 degrees. Alright, so I'm going to let you work on the next example, come back and see if you got it correct.